Let's look at it from that sense of love first. Then we not say maybe it's not love, because we are dealing with people out there. Because most of the people know that at least love should bind people. Love is the yardstick for marriage. So we have to be flexible. Yes. I mean, agree with our word.
I agree on that.
So if we say
we're going to be looking at disadvantage of marrying someone that is old, that's marrying people that are older. You know, everything that has advantage has disadvantage, but when the disadvantage outweigh you understand advantage, it becomes a thing of concern. So as usual, we're going to be looking at, you know, disadvantage of marrying an older partner, you know, and then we have to learn to understand that you could face some issues as single plans due to different life stages. There are different life stages, finances, and then experience. The person that is older might have a higher experience, higher finances, and the other person, we are going to look at it separately, but just that I'm just going to pick it before we get there. Potential social stigma, in the sense that, you know, the society might just be talking, the environment will be talking. Why is he, you understand, marrying someone that is far younger and lots. There are situations whereby we have a case at hand that the man is almost 40 years older than more than 40 years older than the woman, and
the gap is too much.
Social vices, people are talking. So that's when you look at that, you know, you discover that when the disadvantage outweigh, you understand, the advantage is not too good. A little different in age is also good, but we're going to be looking at it very well, even though as we go on by the grace of God. So but just and there is criticism from other people, you understand, their interests. You say, what do I mean by that? Their interests and also priorities might differ.
Interests of who? Is it the people?
The both of them that are married as in the 8th grade. Yeah, much. You see, the lady, like there was one time this said lady was just in the internet, and what she was doing is dancing, you know, with skimpy things and everything. And then people are like, why that's like that? People are like condemning based on who she married, and then you are married with children. Someone said, no, that's her age. Her age is, she's in her early, just clock her early 20s.
So she's still
that is her stage.
An active stage of life.
Yeah, she cannot cross. No matter what.
I mean, you cannot do without passing through that stage. That stage.
So that's what you said. There are disadvantages. So when we talk about power imbalance, so I'll just read it, and then you now put whatever you can on that. Power imbalance. All right, the other one may have more life experience, established, you know, finances, higher social status, he's gone to school, and then the other one is talking about, I want to go to school, and you understand. The younger one will feel, you know, dependent most of the time on this other one. I don't know what do you have to say to that? Sorry, I'm the one reading.
But you know, life is what you make out of it anyway. There are some people that don't mind, you know, the situation. You know, marriage is an agreement between two people, actually. You know, and the first thing that first of all binds them together is love. So when they love themselves, they say age is just a number.
Yeah, but then what if it's not love per se?
No, let's look at it from that sense of love first. Then we not say maybe it's not love, because we are dealing with people out there. Because most of the people know that at least love should bind people. Love is the yardstick for marriage. So we have to be flexible. Yeah. I mean, agree with our world.
I agree on that.
So if we say something else, the world will be looking at it the other way around. That okay, love is not the yardstick anymore. So I want to look at it from that point of view, that love is what brings two people together. Bring two people together. If they don't love themselves, they don't have any business coming together. But we have seen marriages whereby they come together. Love is not the binding force, and we see what happens after that. You know, I don't want to call names, but what we have been seeing recently in our society, we see an older man that is far older marrying their grandchildren. So the girl in question, the little girl, is marrying for something, not for love. What should move us to marry should be love. Okay. But some certain people in society don't marry because of love. You will not see a man that does not have money marrying a 12 years old or 13 years old. You understand? The people that do it are people that have money. They feel they can manage, you understand, anything. Okay. So in that setting, you won't say love is what is binding them.
But what if, all right, no problem. So we say it's something that is And they want this, the societal recognition, the person
Number
has
one,
money,
and they also want
and
to
the money, the name, the wealth,
and the fame,
and
and also the money.
Okay, so we just go on to, you know, phases and so what are other disadvantages, the phase and stage of life, like I said, which will certainly be different. Example, one is settled in life and career, while the other is still trying to pursue. So when I said I have exams, I have this and I have that, the other person is thinking about his business that is achieving. So you understand? And it boils down to other aspects you are thinking about, and there are so many things. Example, interest. Let me go on interest. The older man might say, if it's a man or the woman, they finish bearing children. And of course, they would have had other women before.
And the younger one will say, I'm not done with this aspect of life.
I want to have children. So we'll just keep saying that when you consider these things and weigh it, it's going to be problem. First of all, the young woman is now, example, if it's the young man, is now tied in the life of an elderly man who is not interested about that. So that joy that she would have had having her own children, it's been mortgaged and she's been denied it, which is not good enough. All right. And then so
I just want to say, well, society press some things on us and we accept it. There's some ladies that marry late.
Okay.
You know, probably they miss their husbands. You know, you see, everything is time. Some of them have passed their husband. I mean, they have left their husband somewhere, if you understand what I'm trying to say. When you meet a man and you are still trying to say that's not the man because you didn't see something that you are seeing in other men, or maybe a girl of your age, there's something they are looking out for, you know, and you didn't see. But you don't know, you can marry a man that does not have it. But by the time you give yourself to the relationship, as the relationship keep going, you see that you help the man to become what you want him to be. You understand? So some ladies don't see it like that. So with that, they have passed they have missed their husband.
Everyone should actually consider this aspect.
Yes.
All right. And then, honestly, like I was telling, I said we should encourage the younger girls, the younger men, if they can, to get married early. Don't leave them until they are past age, and then they will now begin to do what is not supposed to be done. Elderly ladies that have not married, you know, taking younger boys, you understand, and other people's husbands, and before you know it, there is causing complication in the society, because when one person is sad, he has a way of affecting the other. So social and generational gap, there could be a notable, you know, divide in social, you know, there could be a notable divide in social. Just for example, I am 20 years. I have my own friends. I have what they want to do, and then you are possibly 30 years older than myself. You have your own. Your own friends. So when our friends cannot merge, his own friends, when they come, we can't be together. Because you're marrying me.
The age gap is much.
You're marrying me. I have my own friends I grew with, I relate with. And you're 30 years older than myself, or
and you have your age group of friends.
You have your old elders.
People.
How do we come together?
How do we merge?
How do we merge together?
So when they come together, the woman looks out of place.
They cannot even accept her because they'll call her their child. So naturally, when the older one gets older, the younger one tends to become like a caregiver. This can be emotionally and psychologically draining. What I mean is that truly it can be emotional and psychological draining. What I mean is that when all of us know that as people keep getting older, you understand, in life, sometimes they are ill, they start getting ill. They can't carry themselves, start getting weak and start changing. So when someone is 30 years older than yourself, or 20 years older than yourself, the one person now becomes the nanny. Because of course you wouldn't want some strange person to come and be nursing your own husband or your own wife. So, and then you take care of other things. It's really straining. And then people have to look at it, and it's also psychologically, you know, or physically draining. The son has potential for social stigma. Like I said earlier, I was just when people talk about them, like one example that we have right now in our nation, everybody's talking about, and someone now says, well, being a celebrity, that's just what we get, you can't have your closet. But then people's society, either in larger society or just around you, they will talk about you. Couple with large age group may face judgment, people judge them. You might not know why, like you are giving reason why they could marry, you understand? But people don't judge them and conclude their own closet.
People don't look at that.
People don't look at that.
What people look at is the societal norm that the society accepts.
Yes.
So if you don't meet up, they look at you as a misnomer.
So the age may face judgmental and criticism too, or misunderstanding from families will just be wondering why, and the friends and the community the same way. All right. So different needs and expectations. The partner may have different
needs,
same line or desire. You understand? Desire for things, like I said, you might attach both might want a particular thing. Let's say the younger one have not. My mom actually, I think my father should be like 18 years older than my mom. Okay. Something like that, 18 years older. But then they also manage their life well. The gap wasn't that too much. It wasn't too much to this 30 or 40. You understand? They were now going to, my mother chose the path, business she was doing and occupied herself, and they know her role as the wife
and the mother
to the larger extent, and the mother to the children. And then, but just at some time, when she felt that when she married early, some of the things that she would have enjoyed or done with her, what she was denied playing with her peer group, because immediately she got married, she was pregnant for me, so she was denied a lot of things, and then possibly not knowing how to manage it, she started growing up with this sadness. But along the line, it was managed to some extent, and they lived their life. Before my father passed, before my father passed, I was already 50. That means we married for 50 years, and that's a good one. That's a good one. So, different level of physical activity or social engagement, which can also lead towards strain. So, we're just looking at so many things that when you look at it, if the
disadvantage is much, then the advantage, then it's not a welcome.
It's not an accepted.
It's not a welcome and accepted norm in our society or as humans. Because the way God has created, like the Bible said, it said, enjoy the wife of your youth. So where is that scripture? That scripture is not.
It should be fulfilled.
The wife of your youth. So there's a place of the youth, whereby both of you can grow together. Enjoy life. So that's it. That's how it should be. I think we should
give attention to that. All right. So I want to say thank you very much for staying on. Please watch on our other videos. Pardon us. We're going to make it better soon, and we have the interest of our viewers at heart. And I want to say, please let's follow on, and God bless you as you do so. See you next. We come live most evenings, so look out for us in the evenings, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, and you know regret.
Bless you.